I was reading the Bible the other day whenever I saw something just jumped out at me. I know you all have been there and you know how that is. Maybe it's jumped out before, I just didn't remember it, but I thought I'd share this thought with you from 1 Kings 12, verses 1 through 15. It's the story of Rehoboam when he became king and how the old men came to him and his peers came to him to give him advice about what to do about the people, whether to be lighter on them or to be harder on them. And of course, we know that the young men are the ones that said to be harder on them, and the older men are the ones that said to be lighter. And in verse 15 itself, it says, "Wherefore the king hearkened not unto the people, for the cause was from the Lord, that he might perform his saying, which the Lord spake by Ahijah the Shilonite unto Jeroboam the son of Nebat," which he told him that there was going to be a divide in the kingdom. So God this is what I'm trying to comprehend with you today, ladies, is God actually had Jeroboam take the wrong advice, and it was his purpose behind it. Well, it made me go back many, many years ago throughout our ministry. That I'm talking today to you that have had some incidents in your life where people have done wrong things to you and falsely accused you or something, and I think you can realize now, looking back at it, that the cause was from the Lord. And so I'm thinking back many years ago when we were in a ministry and we were it seemingly overlooked for some benefits that some other assistant pastors were getting. And some of the church people saw it and knew about it and even came to us about it. And we didn't say anything, didn't care about it, but I think it stirred up Kevin to feel like looking other places. I'm not sure, way back then. But I definitely see that if that was an unfairness, that God used it in our lives to get us to go to another section, which eventually got us into evangelism. And then I think I've talked a little bit before about when Kevin was falsely accused about doing some things in a ministry, and we left the ministry quite quickly, and I felt like going on the mission field because I thought everybody knows about this, but of course they didn't. You always feel that way. But we stayed and got into evangelism full time, and it all worked out for the good, but the cause was from the Lord. So then this year, I have somebody that has forsaken me, a relationship that has cut me off. And I just am wondering what the cause is. I mean, I know God has allowed it, and then I know that that he only allows what's best for me. So I just think somehow or another in the next year or so, I'm going to find out what the reason is, what I was supposed to learn, or what was good about this person cutting me off, and being upset with me. So, sometimes, ladies, we can make it if we will realize that Romans 8:28 is true. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Lord, to them that are called according to his purpose. And if God has allowed something bad to happen to you in your life, and maybe he's used a person to do it, let's realize the cause is from the Lord and be happy it happened and try to see his goodness through it. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice.